Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is a bonus video this week because I wanted to get all of these recommendations up for you guys before Black Friday and Christmas so you can shop to your heart's content at the cheapest price possible. First of all, before we get started, my last video did a lot better than they usually do. And so there's a lot of new people on this channel, so an extra hello to you. I love you all so much, and you have no idea how much it means to me that you guys watch it all, much less subscribe. So I'm so happy that you're here. Um, so now into the video. We're gonna start with things that are reading related and then move into things that are more like ambiance, accessories, whatever. I'll also leave a link in the description so you can literally don't even have to think, don't even have to search, just can click it and grab it. So, the first thing that I thought would be a good um bookish gift would be a blind date with a book. So basically you go to an Etsy seller, like I said, I put some in the description. You go to an Etsy seller, they tell you to select the genre, and then they send you a book, and then that's it. It's your blind date with the book. It comes wrapped in just like brown paper with a little description and maybe like one or two themes or tropes so that you have an idea of what you're reading. So if you buy multiple, you know kind of which one to pick from. So if you have somebody in your life who loves to read and you don't know what book to get them, this is a really great idea because it takes the burden off of you to know which books to buy. If you're looking for book recommendations, at the end of the video, I'll be giving book recommendations as well. That I thought would be super cute is a book basket. So with the whole Halloween like boo basket thing, I thought it'd be so cute if you did like a little book basket. So you can get one of those little cloth baskets from Target, and then you could put like a blanket in it, a candle, their favorite candy, and then a book. That way you can make it as expensive or as inexpensive as you'd like. You can literally just put a book and a candy and maybe like some of that decorative wrapping paper on the bottom. Like you can really make it adorable, or you can kind of go all out and put like a bajillion things in there. So I thought that would be super cute. The next thing is a book light. I have one. Mine is from Glow Cruisant. Like I said, I'm gonna link it in the description. I like this one because not only is this section that actually clips onto the book padded so it doesn't slide across the book, it has three different color settings. So, and it also changes obviously in the intensity of the color. So I love that. The next thing is a Kindle case. This Kindle case specifically because magnetic, and then on the inside it has these little thingies. So this pops out so that you can like prop it on a table. And then this portion right here is so that you can slide your hand in it while you're reading. Obviously, you're supposed to do this with your other hand, but I can't find the clip for my tiny mic, so we'll do it this way. And it makes it really easy. And that way, because it's magnetic, it also doesn't flop out, which I saw a lot of Kindle cases are not magnetic, so I figured that would probably bother me. And that's why I got this one. It also comes in a lot of other different prints, but I thought this was so cute. You could also gift somebody cute bookmarks. So I personally linked the ones from All Things Lillian. She's a small business that I follow on Instagram, and she has the cutest little designs. And they just are so cozy and cute. I think at the time that I'm filming this, they're sold out, but she was saying on Instagram that she's doing a restock. For annotating, I recommend getting the midliners. These are just highlighters, but the way that it shows up is a lot lighter. Instead of it being like this very deep, bold color, it's a very light amount of highlighting so that you can actually read it, and it also doesn't really seep through the page that much, which I really like. This one has a double ended, so it has like a little marker on the end if you wanted to underline too. I linked these again, everything's linked. And then if you also wanted to kind of go crazy with the annotating, I personally just bought a pencil case from the dollar store, and I put all of my annotating supplies in here. So I have gel pens. I personally make my own bookmarks out of like beads and string. So this is in here. I have different sized little sticky notes for when I want to make notes. And then as you guys saw, I have my little annotation tabs. All of these everything in here that's inside my pencil case, including the pencil case, is from the dollar store. So like I said, it doesn't have to be expensive, but if you know kind of what vibe that person likes, they sell a lot of annotation kits on Amazon. I also saw some that have like where the little sticky tabs are attached to. It has a ruler at the bottom, so if you want to underline, you can get really straight lines. Next, if you know that your bookish friend is obsessed with like a specific booktuber, a specific bookstagrammer, book talker, whatever, and that person has a Patreon or like a book club that requires payment. So I think Allison Pages has a Patreon, um, and so does Sarah Crowley. Those are just the two off the top of my head. You could buy them a subscription to the Patreon for the year, so that would be super cute, and that way they get to participate in all of like the book club little thingies and get exclusive content from that creator. And maybe they hadn't thought of that before, or maybe they thought maybe it wasn't like a worthy cost. But I know most creators make their Patreon start at like $1 or something, so it's really cheap. You could also, and this is like if you love this person with your whole heart, you could get them a Kindle Unlimited subscription and pay for it for the year. When I got my Kindle, my boyfriend decided to surprise me and get me my Kindle Unlimited for the year. And let me tell you, the girl math is mathing because every time I download something from Kindle Unlimited, it's free, literally. So then I don't feel bad buying real books because all the books on my Kindle were free. You could also get somebody an Audible subscription. Some people like to do audiobook. Um, and so if you know that person, or if you know that person likes to listen to audiobooks, or also if you know this person's always busy but has been saying, oh, I want to get into reading, oh, I want to get into reading, Audible is the perfect way that you can just listen to the book while you're doing other things so that you can be busy but also increase your reading. Next is Bookish ornaments. So I found the two cutest little ornaments. I'll insert a photo of them on screen. And one of them is like one of those book trees, so like literally a Christmas tree made of books. And the other is like a stack of books wrapped up with like a little ribbon to put on the Christmas tree. And I just thought it was so cute. It's like a little novelty item. They'll put it up every year. You can take a Sharpie to the bottom of the ornament and write like you guys' names and the year. So if you wanted to get somebody an ornament every year, you could start with that. If you know some of the series that they really like, you can also try and find an ornament related to that. And then the last thing that is specifically book related is gift cards. With gift cards, if you're getting somebody a gift card for the purpose of buying books, I highly recommend that you don't go anything less than $15. Most books start at like $10.99, $12. So you can get books for less than $15, but a majority of the time it's going to be around like $14, $15 to start, and then it kind of only goes up from there. So with that being said, you can get them an Amazon gift card so that way they can use it to buy either physical books, Kindle books, audiobooks. Kindle books are cheaper, but you can use an Amazon gift card to buy Kindle books, so they probably be able to get more bang for their buck. And obviously, Barnes gift card. Hello. Also, if you have like a local bookstore, that would be super cute to get them a gift card to like an independent bookstore in your area. This now we're moving into like gifts that relate to the vibes. The first, we're going to continue the gift card thread, but instead of getting a gift card to buy books, you can get them a gift card to Starbucks, Dunkin, local cafe, or bookshop. So that way they can take their book to said bookshop, grab a cute little coffee, beverage, whatever, and then read while they're at the bookshop. The next one, I have it with me. It's called The Comfy. It's like a hoodie blanket. I am obsessed with this. It is so comfortable. And the inside, it's like a Sherpa lining, and then it has, I don't know if you can tell, it has like a hoodie pocket on the bottom. It is so comfortable. I am obsessed with mine. They have them in a few different colors. I just have mine in the regular, like the original blue color. Obsessed with it. So for the vibes, The Comfy. Another thing you can get them is a sweat set. I linked an aerie sweat set just because I like aerie a lot and it's really comfortable. It's just, again, you're making their reading environment more comfortable. They have comfortable clothes to wear, they have a cozy blanket to have around, they have a nice coffee to have around. You know what I mean? You're really contributing to like the things that they do while they read and catering to their experience, especially if you don't know what kind of books they like, you're able to kind of like, oh, I know that you read, I don't know what you like, so I wanted to get you things that will enhance your reading experience. Another thing that really adds to my experience is candles. Candles can be a little tricky. I linked the cashmere and suede from Magnolia Heart and Hearth. That scent I'm obsessed with, and the actual container that it comes in is really, really cute. I also like these specific scents. So these scents are more floral, they're cleaner scents. And so that way you can kind of go based off of that. So if you know somebody likes warmer scents, I would recommend like vanilla, cinnamon, especially now that we're in the holidays, maybe like pumpkin or like an apple cider or something like that. I personally, like I said, like more floral, cleaner, beachy scents. So scents like sandalwood, jasmine, citrus, linen, magnolia, gardenia, those are my favorite scents. So you can kind of just look on the face of the candle, and it should tell you either on the front or on the bottom what scents that candle has, like what the notes are. Because most of them are just labeled like I have a candle called apple picking and another one's called like the beach. What does that mean? I don't know. So if you're able to identify what scents that person likes, or you don't know what kind of scents they like, and you want to give them something that's just really general and most likely for them to like it, I would recommend cleaner scents like the ones I listed. Then this is a little bit more in the expensive arena. Ambient lighting. Now, hear me out. When I'm reading, it's mostly at night. And I don't want to use the big yellow light. I want a nice, warm toned, cute light. I found one on Urban that not only is it like cute, soft lighting, it's also a book rest. Link that in there. My family, if you're watching, great idea. I also linked the lamp that I own. I'll insert a picture because I'm not going to go grab it off my side table. This lighting is a little bit more bright, so I would recommend you change out the bulb for a softer bulb, or I just put like I have kind of like a sheer floral fabric that I just throw on top of it when I read at night. And then if you already have a lamp, or you find a lamp or something that's kind of brighter, harsher light, I recommend getting a color changing bulb. So that way you can just change out the bulb. You can still keep the fixture that you like, but then have softer lighting and be able to regulate it that way. The one that I linked connects to your Alexa or your Google Home. Don't ask me how that works because I don't own those things, but I would assume it means that you could be like, Alexa, turn off my light, and then use like an app or something to change the color. So I thought that would be fun. And then the last thing that is related to the vibes before we get into book recommendations are jellycats. I must admit, there are not many that are book related. There are a few that are shaped like cats. I'm sorry. There are a few that are shaped like coffee, croissants, clouds. Basically, the ones that I like are the ones that are shaped like objects. They're shaped like an object and they have the cutest, tiniest little feet, and they're just adorable. And again, they add to the vibe. You're sitting, reading your book with your nice, soft lighting. You have your cute little jellycat next to you. It's a wonderful time. It's a wonderful time. So, like I said, everything that I spoke about, I'll have linked or some version of it linked in the description so that you guys can literally just whoop, click away. Now, for those of you that are more invested in your friend's reading journey, no offense to anyone else, but maybe you're just not a reader girly and you don't know what to recommend them. My book recommendations are going to be categorized by genre, and because this video I already assume is in the range of like 15-20 minutes, we're just going to rapid fire these. In the romance genre, this is where I have the most recommendations because I'm a romance girly. Anything by Emily Henry. I especially love People We Meet on Vacation. There are several quotes in People We Meet on Vacation that just pierced me into my soul, and I think about it all the time. So anything Emily Henry, but especially People We Meet on Vacation. I also have read Beach Read, and I like it. Next is Love in Other Words. This is a bookish romance, and it follows this pair of friends from their childhood into adulthood. Super cute. Funny Feelings. This is by I'm sorry. Emily Henry is the author of the first one. Love in Other Words is by Christina Lauren. Funny Feelings is by Tara DeHewitt. I'm so sorry, Tara. I can't pronounce your last name. Funny Feelings. This book has deaf representation, which I love. Themes of navigating self confidence, pursuing your passions, and fake dating. She has to fake date her manager as a PR stunt, and so we all know how that goes. The next is Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. This is a limb difference representation, an unplanned pregnancy trope. I have never before read unplanned pregnancy or pregnancy trope in general. I didn't know if I was going to like it. If you are interested in, treading into getting into the shallow waters of this trope, this is the perfect book for it. This is just the sweetest, gentlest, most compassionate romance I've ever read. And for that reason alone, you need to give it to someone or get it yourself. And then of course I couldn't go without recommending Pride and Prejudice because The Pride and Prejudice girlies, they just get it. They're obsessed with Pride and Prejudice because there's every reason to be obsessed with it. There's also a movie. I think there's two different movies. And you can also visit the estate that they filmed the movie at. So maybe if this is like your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, oh, read this book so we can go to London. Duh. Now into romantasy, which is romance fantasy. Divine Rivals, Rivals to Lovers. It's by Rebecca Ross. I'm obsessed. If you've watched the channel before, you know I love Divine Rivals. I literally can't say much more about it because everything is a spoiler. The second book comes out on December 26th. So if the reader in your life has already read Divine Rivals, you can pre-order them Ruthless Vows, which is the next book in the series. Next is Cruel Prince. The whole series is amazing. It's by Holly Black. The first book, amazing, amazing. The amount of internal turmoil and growth that these characters have to go through, on top of the fact that it's enemies to lovers, amazing, amazing, amazing. In the mystery thriller category, I highly recommend The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. I wasn't originally a big Lucy Foley fan. I read the guest list and I didn't really like it. The Paris Apartment, though, is exceptional. It's multiple point of view. It's really easy to follow, especially if it's your first mystery thriller. It is really, really easy to kind of tread into the waters of mystery thriller because it's so easy to follow and you get so many different point of views. And the plot twist is just, it's great. Then we have The Girl on the Train. This is about a woman who is an alcoholic and she witnesses a crime. Not really. She basically is obsessed with this couple that she watches as she passes by on the train every day. And then one day the wife goes missing and she's like, what? She gets her nose up all up in the business and it goes awry. Amazing book. Also has a movie. Um, then we have The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. Sorry, Alex. I'm sorry to this man. Um, This is about a woman who allegedly killed her husband and then did not talk for the next 7 years. It's told in the point of view of her psychotherapist, I believe. And he's basically trying to understand why she stopped talking and why she allegedly killed her husband. In the general fiction category, still Alice by Lisa Genova. It follows a woman um, who is dealing with Alzheimer's disease, and it takes you through the course of her life as she slowly loses her memory and devolves. It is so touching and just, it's just a beautiful book. It's beautiful. Movie, not good. Book, exceptional. I also recommend This Time Tomorrow by Emma Straub. This is a time travel fiction, and it is about this girl who essentially has like time travel capabilities, but she can only visit this one singular moment in time over and over and over again. So you see how her relationship with her father changes each time she goes back, and it's really sweet. Then in the science fiction category, we have The Martian by Andy Weir. So funny. The science is like, it's sciencing, you know what I mean? But you don't actually have to understand science in order to understand the book. Amazing. Also has a movie. And then The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the first one. This is a series. I've only read the first one. Douglas Adams is such a hilarious writer that it just makes it so enjoyable to be in this ridiculousness of the science fiction world he puts you in. And it's very, very good. In the historical fiction category, I recommend All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. It's dual point of view from a young woman who is blind in France, and they're fleeing during the Nazi occupation, and then a little boy who gets recruited into the Hitler Youth. Really, really good. They also just made it a limited series on Netflix. Again, so basically, I'm just recommending that you get your friend or significant other a book so that you can then have quality time with them while watching television. Clearly, my love languages are quality time and gift giving. In the memoirs category, I recommend Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner. It delves into her life, but mostly centers around her relationship with her mother and the fact that she is half white and half Korean, and what that looks like to be one foot in, one foot out of both cultures. And I really, really loved it. I also read Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey. If you can, listen to the audiobook because he narrates it himself. He's a little bit of a nut, but it motivated me. It wasn't anything like, wow, I've never heard this before, but it was just the way that he explains things and his life experience is just so interesting, and it really kind of was motivating because it's like, why not just do all the things you've always wanted to do? Green lights is part of the reason why I started the YouTube channel. So thank you, Matthew McConaughey. And then a few books that are on my radar. So again, my family, if you've made it this far, this is for you. The rest of the Knock 'em Out series. So I just read The Things We Never Got Over. I don't remember what the other titles are called, but the Knock 'em Out series by Lucy Score. The rest of the Chestnut Spring series by Elsie Silver. I read Flawless, and so I think there's Hopeless. Um, oh, of course I don't remember. Oh, Hopeless, Fearless. I don't remember the rest of the titles. Chestnut Spring series. The rest of the Magnolia Park series by Jessa Hastings. I just read the first book. And so there's The Great Undoing, Daisy Hates, and I think Long Way Home or something to that effect. Powerless by Lauren Roberts. That is a romantasy. The first three were all romance. Before the Coffee Gets Cold, which I think is time travel fiction as well. So you can go back in time, but you have to be back before your coffee gets cold. I've heard that it's really great. Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing by Matthew Perry. That's his memoir, and he just passed. And I love Friends, so I figured it would be good to read a little bit about him, and he wants to be known for the impact he had on helping people with addiction or alcoholism recover. So I think that that would be a great way to kind of learn more about the work that he was doing when he was with us. And then Lessons in Chemistry. I have heard that it was good, and I keep getting served clips of the show on my TikTok. So I will probably be requesting Lessons in Chemistry. I don't remember who writes it. I'll insert it on the screen when I find it. But that is all. I hope you guys enjoyed. I tried to give a pretty wide variety of things in a variety of price ranges so that you can get your friend something that will be cute, but also show them that you're paying attention to them and that you want to support them in having hobbies and, just having a good time and digging into the world of books. Also, if you end up getting any of your friends these books, it would be really cute if you also bought yourself a copy and then you could read at the same time and discuss it and have a really cute time. So, again, thank you all for watching. To those of you that are new to the channel, thank you to my 50 subscribers. At the time of right now, I think I have like 51 subscribers. So, thank you guys so much. If you share this video or share the channel with just one other person, I have a goal of getting 100 subscribers by the end of the year. And I think it would just be really fun if we met it. So, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Books with Bloom. I hope you guys have the best Thanksgiving ever and a very successful and saving filled Black Friday and Christmas shopping season. Bye.